Good morning or good afternoon. This is Coach Anthony Williams, CEO and founder of Connected Athletics, which is a new startup company based here in Austin, Texas, where our focus is connecting athletes with other athletes as they build their network, connecting athletes with college coaches during the recruiting process, and then enabling athletes to build their brand as they transition through high school, college, and pro, and then onto a career, whether it be in pro football or in a career of their major. We've got an exciting guest this morning for our first show. He is a elite quarterback in the class of 22 from Bowie High School. He is quarterback. He's 6'2", 175 pounds, has a great GPA, academic all district. He was at the National Combine this past January. Diego Tello, tell us how you're doing this morning.
I'm doing great, Coach. How are you?
I'm excellent, man. So, hey, let's just jump right into it. I know we're dealing with a unprecedented time in the normal spring and summer evaluation with COVID-19, with no camps, no combines, no 7-on-7. Tell us what you're doing to stay busy and active during this time.
Yeah, I'm following my coaches and my trainer's workout plan and just trying to do that as much as I can, stay conditioned, and been going out to the field with a couple of my receivers, just getting some work in.
Okay. What are you doing at home with your family with all the time? Are you getting into Netflix? Are you gaming? What are you doing there?
Yeah, I've been playing PS4 and watching some movies with my parents and stuff.
Okay. Well, hey, let's jump right into, for the coaches that are on the call or going to watch the recording who haven't seen your video. You're class 22, so you're very early in the recruiting process. Let's bring up your video and just kind of have you commentate to some of the plays, and you make a lot of good throws. But just have you talk to some of those plays. You ready to do that?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me share my screen. All right, can you see the screen?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit play and just kind of talk us through, and I'll ask some questions, but just talk us through some of these plays.
Okay. So this is a inside fade, and the safety was flat-footed, so I just got out of the pocket and I threw it to the fade, and I knew he could beat him. This one was just a wheel route, and let my guy high point it. And this one was press coverage on the fade, and I knew Jason could beat him on the outside, so I let him have a chance at it.
It's a great throw right there.
This is a stop and go on the outside, one-on-one.
Love how you climb the pocket, stay in the pocket, stay patient, and put it on the mark there. That's good. It's good stuff.
That's a wheel route. Let him high point it again. Pump the bubble, and the defense committed up and put it right where the defense vacated.
Diego, one of the things that impresses me when I watch your video, and I've watched it many times, is how you use your eyes to move the secondary and the safety, and your footwork in the pocket is impressive to me. Talk to me a little bit about the importance of that for you as a quarterback.
Yeah, you have to set up the defense. If you don't look them off, they're going to be right where you're trying to get. And footwork is very important to stay on time with all your routes and to avoid the rushers. And you just got to be quick and avoid the rush.
Now, you look very comfortable throwing the ball from the pocket and as you roll out. Would you consider yourself a pocket quarterback or a dual threat quarterback?
I think I could be both. I'm continuing to work on my the running part of it and getting better at that, but I think I could be effective in the pass game inside and outside the pocket.
You have really good balance. The ball comes out of your hand quickly, decisive. Talk to me about the importance of reading coverages.
Yeah, the coverage is always important. You have to know where you have to know where the defense is going to be to find the right place to go with the ball, and you have to know what they're going to do before they do it, so you can anticipate what routes are going to be open.
This is against a very good Westlake team, looks like here.
That's a Hayes team.
Oh, that's right. In the same colors, that's right. And then also, hey, David, talk to me about the importance of reading. Like, there's a stunt right here in this play, and adjusting your line blocking scheme. Have you come a long way in that, or something you're still working on?
Yeah, I've gotten a lot better this past season. Just reading the blocks and staying behind your protection better.
Really good vision across the field. I love how you're just very accurate with the ball. Know when to throw a back shoulder and know when to lead them like that. Lead them away from the defender. That's good stuff for a young quarterback.
Sir.
Patient out of the pocket. Eyes are always up, never dropping down, looking at the rush. I mean, you're very mature for being such a young guy and being able to make plays. Talk to me about, you've got some talented players on your team. Obviously, I've talked. I know Jason. Talked with Adrian here. Tell us about your receiving crew. What you love about them.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a great year this year. We have a lot of speed on the outside. Guys like Jason and Adrian and Daniel Bright, and some of the guys that didn't get to play much last year, like Cash Peters. He's a great receiver, and Noah Vasquez. And some of the freshmen are coming up. I think we'll have a great receiving core next year.
Good stuff. All right, we'll watch one more play, then we'll pause it here. But a lot of things to show here for quarterbacks, for coaches that may not know who you are. But good stuff there. All right, let me switch back here, and let's get to know you as a person. So, we talked a little bit about COVID-19, but tell me about what you consider your strengths and weaknesses as a quarterback. What do you do well, and what are some of the things you plan on working on going into this fall?
Yeah, I think some of my strengths is like my leadership and my work ethic in the off season and during the season, and just getting my team ready for the games. And some of my weaknesses, like sometimes I work a lot. I know I always work a lot, but sometimes I don't give my body enough time to heal. Like I need to rest sometimes, but I try to work as much as I can.
Todd, you mentioned leadership is something that every college coach loves to have in a player, especially at the quarterback position. Leadership is something that's hard to define, but you know it when you see it. Tell us what kind of leader you are going into your junior year.
Yeah, I try to be a great leader every game, and I try to get my team ready in every way I can, and just keeping them motivated and keeping them focused to prepare and to be ready whenever the time comes. So we have to go out and play.
How do you manage the highs and lows of being a quarterback? You know the old saying, quarterbacks get too much credit when the team wins and too much blame when they lose. How do you manage those highs and lows?
Yeah, you have to keep a level head every moment. You can't get too excited, or you can't be down, because if the team sees you down, then you're the leader. So they'll follow you. You have to keep a level head and just stay cool the whole game.
Okay. You got the great GPA there, 3.8. Tell us about the importance of academics in your life and your family.
Oh yeah, my family pushed me to be the best I can in academics, and just always getting better in that area. I have a 3.8 right now, but I'm gonna be working to get it up to a 4.0 by the end of next year.
What are some of your favorite subjects? What are you leaning towards? What do you like? Are you a math guy? Are you a science guy? English?
I like math. Math and science are my favorites.
Do you have an
And
idea what you might want to major in when you get to college in a few years?
I would like to major in business.
Okay. You got good height and weight, 6'2", 175. You're still young. I mean, how tall do you think you'll be and what your weight will be when you finally graduate from Bowie in 2 years?
When I graduate, I'd like to be around 6'3", 6'4", and I've actually gained 10 pounds. So I'm 185 right now.
Good.
And I'd like to get it up to probably about 200 by the time I graduate.
Okay. Tell me, there's a lot of good quarterbacks in the class 22, as you know. Tell me how you differentiate yourself over the other quarterbacks in your class.
Yeah. I would say just my willingness to prepare every game, and during the off season too. Just work as hard as you can all the time, and just always be ready.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about the recruiting process. Once again, you're still kind of early, but who are you hearing from? Who do you want to hear from? And how have you been handling the recruiting process so far?
Well, currently I have no one's reaching out to me yet, but there is some coaches following me on Twitter, and I would love to hear from schools around Texas, like UT, Texas Tech, Baylor, other schools around Texas.
Well, the thing I can tell you from doing this a long time and raising four Division I athletes, be patient. And right now, just focus on having the best junior year and being the best quarterback and teammate you can be. And I guarantee you, from what I've seen and evaluating players for a long time, you're going to have a lot of coaches coming your way. And I think this interview and them getting to see you and understand more about you personally and as a student athlete is going to definitely help. So I know that will change here in the near future. Let's talk about your relationship with your high school coaches. Tell me a little bit about your relationship with your quarterback coach, the coordinator, and the head coach, Coach Audibles there.
Oh yeah, I have a great relationship with my coaches. They're great. They're great guys. They really want to see all of our players win. You know, they are invested in all of our players, and they really helped me become a better quarterback and a better person off the field too.
With your offensive coordinator, are you at a point now where you're comfortable and you have the green light to audible during games, or is that something you're looking forward to this fall?
I think that could be a big part of our offense this coming season. But yeah, I'm just trying to grow in that area too.
Okay. No, it's still 3 years away, but what are you looking forward to at the college level as a student athlete?
You know, the atmosphere of the games. It's always a great atmosphere, and you know, I'm looking forward to playing with some great teammates and a great coaching staff.
Okay. Have you and your family sat down and talked about the criteria of how you will select what school you go to? Will it be based on the academics, the culture, the scheme, the distance from home? Tell us a little bit about that.
I think it's a little bit of all of it. I love to stay close to home because of my family, and but I think it's whatever's the best fit for me and my family, with the academics and with the offense, how it would allow me to be the best player I can.
You mentioned earlier that you got a interest in business. When football's over, whether it's after a 10-year career in the NFL or you decide after college, hey, I just want to start my career, what is it you want to do? What is it you want football to help you do? Do you want to run your own business? Do you want to work at a Fortune 500 company? Tell us a little bit about your life after football.
I'm not exactly sure right now, but I'd love to go into the business, like a business major, and explore what I could do in the future.
Let's talk about you away from workouts and away from football. What do you do in your spare time? Do you like to hunt? Do you like to fish? What do you do?
Yeah, I love to play video games, and I hanging out with my friends.
Okay. What games are you playing right now? What are ones you spend a lot of time playing?
I play Madden a lot. It's a great way, like without being able to actually be on the field right now. It's a great way to visualize plays and read defenses without being physically on the field.
Okay. What about, I know you're killing a lot of time on your phone. What apps do you spend a lot of time with? Are you a Twitter guy, Instagram, TikTok? What are you doing on your cell phone?
I spend a lot of time on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat mostly.
All right. So we're not going to see you doing the Renegade on TikTok and here anytime soon? Any dances?
No.
What other hobbies? Do you play an instrument? Let's talk a little bit about what you do from giving back to the community. Are you involved in your church? Are you volunteer your time? What do you do from that standpoint?
Yes. I volunteer with the youth at my church during the services, and I spend a lot of time with the kids at the church, just helping them grow in their faith and stuff.
Okay. Let's say somebody's going to see you play for the first time this fall, and they're going to say, wow, that quarterback from Bowie reminds me of. Who do you like to pad your game off of, either at the college or the pro level?
I would say it's a couple of guys. I would say Drew Brees, because of his ability to have fast feet and be on time everywhere, make plays down the field, and Aaron Rodgers, just being able to escape the pocket and throw off of any base and just make plays.
Okay. That's two good guys. And obviously Drew Brees being from the Austin area, so he's an easy role model. And, Aaron Rodgers is one of the most accurate passers. And I see a lot of his game in your game, which is very nice. Tell me about, you as a quarterback. You mentioned some of the talent you have, but have you ever played another position, or have you always been a quarterback?
I've always been a quarterback. It's been it's always been my first love ever since I've started playing football.
Okay. One of the things a lot of college coaches want to know about is how players deal with adversity. Tell us about a time, whether it be personal or through football, that you had to deal with adversity.
Well, our whole team is going through adversity right now with one of our teammates, Evan Millett, he got in a really bad car crash recently, and he's been hospitalized. And it's been great to see our community rally around him and help his family through these times.
Okay. And tell me a little bit, how will you and your teammates and your coaches, will you dedicate the season to him? What are you doing to kind of lift his spirits during these tough times?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have to dedicate the season to him because, he was a hardworking player, and he was a great personality on the sidelines,
Okay.
just always keeping everybody loose.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about, it's a simple question, but a lot of coaches will ask this when you get on campus here, once this stuff goes away. Why do you love football?
I love the brotherhood it creates with your teammates and your coaches. And I love the competitive nature that it brings to everything you do.
Okay. Um, what are some of the things you love about everybody who's played football knows the chemistry and the brotherhood you mentioned about the locker room. Talk to me about, once again, you're a young quarterback, how you define relationships amongst your team. What do you guys do to stay together, close knit in those tough times late in the fourth quarter?
We just rally around each other and just trust that, we got to make plays, and we got to trust each other to do each other's jobs, and just rely on each other so you can make the plays down the stretch.
Okay. Once again, let's fast forward to the fall. You got a big game coming up against, let's just say, Westlake. It's pregame in the locker room. What's on your playlist? Who do you listen to get you fired up, or what kind of music do you listen to?
Yeah, I listen to mostly rap, just to get me in the zone and fired up to get me in the zone and ready to go out on the field.
Which artists do you listen to mostly? Really get you kind of going.
I like listening to Drake, NBA YoungBoy, and I listen to a lot of different artists.
Are you a shoe guy? What's your shoe game look like when we get outside with your family or your friends? What are you rocking on your feet right now?
I wear a lot of Jordans and Nikes mostly.
Okay. And are you one of those guys where you got like a ton of them in your locker, in your closet, or you just a normal guy who got a couple of favorite pair?
I'd say I got about 15.
Okay. Tell me, we mentioned some of your other teammates. Tell me about some of the players in your class that you respect on your team, and some players that you've played against. You go, hey, coaches, you need to take a look at these guys. They're really good players on Friday nights.
Some of the guys I respect on my team, definitely Jason Gaines and Daniel Bright. They had to go both ways, and they didn't complain at all. And some of the younger receivers like Adrian Rodriguez, Cash Peters, and some of the opponents that we played against, Kamani Smith from Aikens. He's a great young corner from Aikens.
Okay. Tell me about who are some of the most influential people in your life right now?
I would say it's my quarterback trainer, Brian Tebow. He's gave me a lot of great advice and made me a better person and a better quarterback.
Hey, Dave, we're breaking up right now. I don't know if you changed your room and the signal you're breaking up. Can you repeat that?
Is it still breaking up?
Oh, that's much better. I don't know what you did, but it sounds much better.
Okay.
So tell us once again, you said you're working out with your quarterback trainer. Who is that, and what are you guys doing? Who is that? Why is he influential to you?
I've been working out with Coach Brian since I was about in 6th grade. He's influenced my my game and just me being a person. He's made me a lot better in every area. And also my trainer, Eric Flores, he's helped me get better physically and he's gave me a lot of great tips just in life.
Okay. Well, you're a good sized kid, 6'2", 6'3". What other sports you play? Are you a baseball, basketball, track and field guy? What do you do away from football?
I commit all my time to being the best quarterback I could be, but I also do the track workouts with the team.
Okay. Obviously, being a successful football player is about how you learn. Tell these college coaches who will see this podcast, what type of learning style do you best learn from? Is it visual? Is it verbal? Or is it physical?
I would say it's a mix of visual and physical, because if I can see it being done, I could visualize it myself better. And physical, just seeing how a defense would move to different motions or routes, and just being able to visualize and physically see how it would impact.
Okay. Another important question that coaches will always ask is, why do you think your game translates to the college level?
I think my game could translate to the college level because, well, number one, my skill set, and also me being able to learn fast and be coachable and allow that to better myself.
Okay. Do you plan with it? Obviously, you're shooting for that 4.0. Do you plan down the road to be an early enrollee, or when will you make your decision on where you're going to commit to?
I'm not sure about that one yet, but if I'm able to be an early enrollee, I would love to.
Okay. In business, we have a term called the elevator pitch. You may have heard of it. It's like a 30-second overview of who you are if you're talking to a customer or somebody that can help impact your business. Give us 30-second overview of who Diego Tello is and what you could bring to a college program.
I've been playing football for my whole life. I love the game, and I feel like I could benefit any college program that would have me, and I could step in and be the leader of any team.
Okay. Well, hey, Diego, I've enjoyed getting to know you a little better. I think you did a great job of the interview. Loved your video. I'm looking forward to watching you play this fall. Please continue to be safe and practice social distancing, and keep working and getting harder. And if you ever need anything, feel free to reach out to me anytime, okay?
Sure. Thank
All
you.
right, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.